You get right into it. Ooh, this a juicy one. Juicy for your loving. If a brother smashes or takes your woman and he has a woman, should you tell? All right, short answer, no way. You got, man, life is like that. You got to charge it to the game. We gonna catch us. I could tell you everything. You could do everything I tell you. You could be the greatest, drive the latest, and just, do everything, but you're going to catch an L. So, there was a situation. Oh man, some famous folks. My man slept with this guy's lady, and the guy went on and said, hey, such and such was at your house. Should he have told that? No way. That's a terrible thing to do. Under all instances, you have to remain a man. You have to remain a G. You got to stay on top of things. What should he have done? There's not much he could do. You caught that L. You got to keep it pushing. That's why I always push for you to stay as great as you can. Now let's look at you walking in greatness. You doing what you're supposed to do. You have your body together. You got your mind right. You got your money right. When a person leaves you, they know they left greatness. They know you are going to keep moving in that direction. That's the direction you've been moving in. So expect to be great. Expect to do great things. And when something like this happens to you, you could easily charge it to the game because you've been turning down people. You've been told, oh man, that's great what you've been doing. Yeah, wow. It must be nice. She's lucky. He's lucky. That's what you have to focus on. You have to focus on you. You. This person obviously wasn't focusing on themselves. So what they run and go do? They run and go tell on the person. Oh, this one slept with my lady. That's a terrible thing to do. You never, ever tell. I'm not talking about the famous snitching culture. We're not getting into all that. If somebody's breaking the law, doing something bad, you don't want any parts of that. That's something else. However, if somebody cheats on somebody and you have knowledge of it and it's your lady, as much as it may hurt you, and it shouldn't hurt you, because if you're on your A game, it's just, hey, man, I look back, I think about the good times, as the Jacksons would say, you keep it pushing forward, but you never tell, you never go back. What are you going to tell that person's mate for? What are you going to tell that person's man or lady for? What are you going to say? Hey, I'm a disgruntled, baby mama, disgruntled baby daddy. This is what such and such did to me. He's cheating on both of us. What are you going to tell? Come on. Let's be honest here. Let's keep it a buck here. You catch a L. I get it. You charge it to the game. You keep it pushing, but never ever go out like that. That guy went out horribly. What that guy did was terrible. 100% terrible. And I think most people are looking at it from that perspective. They're saying, wow, man, you really ran out of game on that one. We telling on folks now. That's how we're doing it. We're telling on folks. We're saying, hey, you did something to me and I have no comeback. The only comeback I have is to sit up and tell on you. That's a terrible comeback. Terrible, terrible, terrible. What you can do is work on being a better person. Work on you. Make sure your body's right, your mind's right, everything. But this is the culture that we live in today. Not that we live in today, because people always tell this great story like, oh man, when I was coming up, things were so different. That's not the case. There were people like this back in the day, and there's people like that today. There'll always be people like that. What you have to do is separate yourself from the herd. I saw a person that came to me. I haven't seen them in a long time. They said, oh man, I bet you're doing good. You know, what you been up to, what you have now. You have a S-Class Mercedes, or you doing this, that, and the other, because that's the imprint I left on that person. I didn't leave an imprint on that person that I would be down on my luck. I would be doing bad. That person was actually interested in what progress I had made and where they're at in their life. And that's the imprint that you want to leave. You don't want to be a person that people look at and say, oh man, I bet you that they still up to the same thing. They still standing in the same place. You know, for all the people who think they make their own trends, they still wearing the same clothes. You know, you have to move forward. Progress is always the best. If you're not a person that's progressive, you're going to feel like that. You're going to want to tell somebody's lady, your man slept with my lady. He slept with my lady. What are we going to do, girl? What are we going to do, girl? You want to jump him? You know, you want to jump him? Nah, that's totally running out of game. Never ever be that person. Always, even when the odds are against you, even when a person has done something wrong to you, you always want to walk out like a G. You always want to be on top. Whether you got $1 million in your pocket or $1 in your pocket, you should always hold your head up high. Whether you have a lady or you don't have a lady, or you don't have a man, you always want to hold yourself up high, your head up high. You never want to be down in the dumps about anything. And you always have to look at being humble. Where's the humility in all this? Yeah, that person left. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't the best thing that happened to you today, but it darn sure wasn't the worst thing. There's worse things there's people out there that would love to trade places with you. Even the day that you work all day, you work hard, and maybe your bills ain't paid the way you want them to be paid, or you not living the way, man, there's a person doing way worse than you. You know, there has to be a level of humility there. That's why a lot of people are depressed. There's no humility. They imagine that they're the only ones and they're owed everything. That's not how it works. You know, unfortunately, we all put all our eggs into one basket. I'm not telling you not to. What I'm talking about is having a strong basket. If your basket is right, you can put all your eggs into one basket. And when one of those eggs crack, you just move on and you get another egg. So for my man to sit there and to tell on somebody else mess up their relationship because his relationship is messed up, that was a terrible thing to do. And he's always, I'm play. That definitely, you definitely ain't play if you moving like that. That's extremely corny. What can you do though? Now, what would you do if that happened to you? Would you tell? Would you go out on a limb and try to find out who's this guy, who's this lady, where he lives, chase him down? I love saying do MMA, do some karate kicks to his chest, mace him, go to his job. What you want to do? This guy took your lady. Hey man, you got that. You got that. Don't forget, you imagine that's revenge. You imagine telling on the guy's lady, telling on the guy to his lady's revenge. That's, man, the best revenge is success. In fact, there's no other revenge aside from success. None. Get you a better looking lady or man, get you more money, get better looking, go more places, do more things. There's no better revenge than success. Trust me. Trust me. When I say trust me on this one. Your revenge should be your success. So people say, are you a vengeful? I'm a very vengeful person because I move my success forward every day. Every day. Whether I'm programming, whether I'm working on a property or something, I'm very vengeful. If you want to say, I'm very vengeful. I work hard every day so my family could live well, so we could do great things. That's what you need to do. Don't don't worry. Don't all this telling, hitting somebody on top of the head. That's that's goofy. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's it. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet today. I'll catch you guys later. Tell me what you think about that.